So in this video, I wanted to do a quick review of this pen. This is the Pilot G2 Edge, and I think everyone out there will be familiar with the Pilot G2. It is a gel pen that's been around basically forever. It is sort of like the standard gel pen in a lot of people's minds, you know, given how old you are and how long you've been into pens, but it's very popular still, even though it's been around for, I don't know, 20 years maybe. And this is what it looks like. Has a very distinctive grip, clear body, always has the same clip, and a really nice click. The G2 Edge is a very similar pen, so don't expect a complete change. But basically, what we see now is same grip, so don't get worried about that. The grip is unchanged. The body is now opaque, and it has this sort of carbon fiber woven pattern to it. I don't know if it's a checkered board. For me, it's a weave, but it has a very distinctive new body that is textured and opaque. Clip is the same. The button is the same, except it is now color coordinated. So the black body has a blue button, a red button, or a black button, depending on the color. The white body has a white button. And yes, this is probably the newest and most significant part of the Edge release is that it has this full white monochrome pen. And there's never been a full white G2 pen before, so I think this was kind of the bigger part of the release. The black one, fine. It's like notably different than the clear, but the white one, it really stands out and has a super clean look to it. And we have seen that with their gel line, Sharpie has done a lot of innovation in the space, and you're seeing them take up what seems to be a lot of sales. I don't know how to track sales, but like Sharpie does seem to be moving a lot of pens, especially in like Target stores and in-person locations. So if Sharpie is taking up a lot of the market, it makes sense that Pilot would want to innovate a little bit with their standard pens, get into some kind of cleaner, more modern looking designs. And Sharpie has an all white, they have an all black. They have sort of copied the G2 playbook, which they do have a premium pen and all that other stuff that Pilot sort of innovated on, you know, years ago. It's sold in a bunch of different pack sizes. This was an 8-pack, and it was all 0.7 millimeter. And I think it's 4 black, 2 blue, 2 red maybe. And this is a good way to go. I bought the white here. This was a 5-pack of the white, also 0.7 millimeter. This was crazily enough on sale. So these aren't that new. I think I was kind of missed the release, but they are available now. And I don't really know when they released. Maybe early 2024. It's hard to say exactly when, but you're seeing some crazy sales on them. The pens are basically the same, the white and the black. So just go with your color preference there. I think the white looks pretty cool, but the way the white grip is not quite as white as the white of the body bothers me. This looks almost like an off-white, but I think it's more from just being used. Also, like a soft rubber is never going to be able to get the same color as a hard gloss plastic or a hard textured plastic, whatever you want to call this. So I don't know, for some reason that bothers me, whereas it doesn't bother me with the black. So I tend to prefer the black. Also, I like the contrasting of the black pen with the color coordinated button. They don't do that with the white. They give it a cleaner look, but you don't know what color this is. I believe these are sold in 0.5 and 0.7 millimeter, red, blue, and black. I haven't seen green or purple or any of the other sort of standard G2 colors. As far as writing goes, nothing was really changed. It's the standard Pilot pen, and it's just the G2 0.7 millimeter pen. So despite all of the changes in the market, Zebra releasing so many different gel inks and, you know, everyone doing so much over the years, I think this pen has been so popular that Pilot doesn't want to make any changes to it. So you don't have a bio tube, you don't have a light touch formula, nothing like that. It's the standard G2 gel ink that we've all known and loved for so long. So on one hand, points for consistency, and you don't want to mess up a classic. On the other hand, I think it might be time for Pilot to start to come up with some new gel formulas. They're great pens, and I really like them, and I would love to continue to be able to buy the standard G2 gel forever, I guess. But it'd be nice to see some changes too. You know what I mean? Just a lighter formula, maybe like a lower viscosity formula, maybe something that writes on more surfaces. I don't know, but it seems like everyone is out there making a bunch of changes, whereas Pilot is not really doing too much with their gel ink. Anyway, it works great. It's really nice. I have them both in the 0.7 millimeter. I'd love to try it or see it in the 1.0 millimeter. I haven't seen that for sale yet. And usually with a new release or a pen that's not quite the biggest seller, you know, like a premium model, you'd only go with the 0.5 or 0.7. They wouldn't do it in the 0.38 and 1.0 millimeter also. So I think that's why I'm only seeing it in the 0.7 millimeter so far. Anyway, yeah, that is the Pilot G2 Edge. You'll know it by the new body and the new color scheme. Past that, it's a standard Pilot G2, and it's great in all the ways. The G2 is great, and it's dated in all the ways the G2 is dated. So that pretty much covers it. Thanks for watching.